The vetting of principal secretary nominees will resume tomorrow after the High Court dismissed a petition filed by the Law Society of Kenya challenging the exercise. National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula announced that all the remaining 29 nominees who had not been vetted will face their respective departmental committees on Wednesday. And as Mary Muoki now reports, Justice Nduma Nderi ruled that the petition was prematurely filed and does not meet the doctrine of exhaustion.
In his ruling on Tuesday, Justice Nduma Nderi struck out the consolidated petitions challenging the appointment of 51 PS nominees by President William Ruto, saying the petitions did not meet the doctrine of exhaustion, which calls for exhaustion of dispute resolution mechanisms before invoking the jurisdiction of the court. LSK had lodged a petition arguing that President William Ruto did not factor in regional balance and gender equity, and continuing with the vetting would disenfranchise other marginalized communities and persons living with disability. Subsequently, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has issued a vetting schedule for the PS appointees to take place on Wednesday. Among PS nominees facing the various House departmental committees include State Department for Basic Education nominee Dr. Belio Kipsang and his counterpart at the State Department for TVET, Esther Muoria. Former Langata MP Nixon Korir, a nominee for the State for Lands and Physical Planning, will also appear before the vetting panel. State Department for Housing and Urban Development nominee Charles Hinga will appear before the Departmental Committee on Housing, Planning and Public Works. Former Nairobi Deputy Governor Jonathan Mueke, a nominee for State Department for Sports and Arts, will appear before the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture, while Umi Bashir, a nominee for State Department for Culture and Heritage, will also undergo vetting. Political analyst Professor Edward Kisiangani, a nominee for State Department for Broadcasting and Telecommunications, and his counterpart in the State Department for ICT and the Digital Economy, Engineer George Tanui, will also face the panel. In the meantime, Principal Secretary nominee for Cabinet Affairs Julius Korir appeared in court today where he was charged with physically and violently assaulting his ex-wife. The plaintiff, Evelyn Koech, narrated to the court how the PS nominee physically assaulted her when she was 9 months pregnant with the couple's child, saying the accused would often assault her in front of their children and workers. The case is still ongoing. Mary Muoki, Citizen TV.